Today, the state Senate is expected to finalize overriding a veto of a bill expanding private school voucher funding. The House voted yesterday to override Governor Roy Cooper's veto of House Bill 10. WRO's Laura Levine joins us live from the state legislative building. Laura, this bill would increase funding for private school vouchers by more than $400 million.
It would. Good morning, Renee. So the Republican-controlled House did vote 72-44 to override Governor Cooper's veto on the bill. We know today the state Senate must also vote to override the veto before it can become law. Taking a look at video from many people protesting this bill, a lot of pushback on this one. Here's why. House Bill 10 would clear a 54,000 student wait list to use a voucher to attend a private school and increase funding for the program by $463.5 million. Some students are already attending a private school, but without this tuition voucher. Public schools lose funding for every student who opts out of the public school and into a private school instead because public schools are funded by head count. Governor Cooper and other critics argue that schools, especially rural ones, have many operating costs and they'll end up with less money to cover them.
Instead of sending billions of tax dollars to wealthy families, why can't our tax dollars improve teacher pay, provide HVAC repairs, and hire more bus drivers?
Now, supporters of this bill say it is possible for the state to have well-funded public schools and some other robust school options for parents and families. We know that the state Senate is expected to override this veto and approve the measure today. Laura Levine, WREL News, live in Raleigh.
That bill also contains an unrelated immigration enforcement effort. It would require sheriffs to comply with requests from federal immigration agents and detain people suspected of being in this country illegally. Republicans say it is needed to ensure public safety, but opponents say it'll strain resources on sheriff's offices and hurt relations with immigrant communities.
Lawmakers in the Senate are also expected to advance a bill today that would provide $227 million in relief for Hurricane Helene's victims. That bill also includes unrelated legislation that would strip power from incoming Democratic leaders. Late last night, the Republican-controlled House passed the bill over vocal objections from Democrats. The bill would remove the governor's control over the State Board of Elections. It would also limit the power of the Attorney General and eliminate state commissions that would be led by Democratic offices after this year's election. Democrats call this an abuse of power by the GOP majority.
This is a transparent power grab pushed through by a supermajority that's not happy with the recent election results, and you're calling it a disaster relief bill. This is shameful, and Western North Carolina isn't going to stand for it.
The bill would also change voting laws. It would give election workers less than 3 days rather than 9 to research provisional ballots. Those are the type of ballots that gave Democrat Allison Riggs a small lead over Republican Jefferson Griffin in the state Supreme Court race.
WRL News team will keep you updated on all this activity in the legislature throughout the day. Be sure to stay tuned during our newscast from 4 to 7:30 this evening on WRAL.